No, we're so honored and to be here, and thank you to Warriors and Queens and Dave and Yvette and your awesome leadership team. We because we
Yes.
definitely wouldn't be where we're at. Although, just like Robert and Kathy had mentioned, we're we still have dirt, we still have mass, we still have pearls that we're uncovering and everything like that. And but we still have fights and everything that come up, arguments that come up, but we just get through it faster because now we're equipped. Just like you guys, congratulations to you guys, the
Yes.
this new class. um, I got to meet a lot of you at the event, so that's awesome. But congratulations on making one of the best decisions that you could have made in your life, outside of the God that you serve and outside of the person that you marry. So it's probably like the third best decision that you could have made, and you made it. So congratulations to you. Kudos to you. And I'm gonna let my lovely queen start us off.
Oh boy. I am not a public speaker, so bear with me.
She's not a public speaker yet,
Yet.
because we
Yet.
have. I got big plans for us. So she's coming along whether she likes it or not.
I'll eventually get there. I took a liberty to write out notes, if that's okay, if I can read from my notes. Okay, awesome. That works better for me. And I actually wrote this so I'm a daycare provider, so I work with toddlers like 12 to 18 months. And so I actually wrote this out, devoted it to myself during the dark 2 hours. So bear with me. I'll try to read it off. But here we go. We decided to take radical responsibility for how we were showing up in our relationship, our marriage. Marriage is an exposure of how we show up in our daily lives with our characteristics of good behavior and trust. People and circumstances come into your life to expose areas of your life that are not yet free. That was huge for me. When the first time I heard that was huge. That spoke so much to me. Before Warriors and Queens, we have lost hope in our marriage. We couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel for us. It was pretty dark for us. We didn't fight with faith, but with empty words. The sound of silence was a maximum in our home. And we were like two roommates just living together. Unknowingly, we allowed ourselves to act in human instinct, going from one battle to the next. We saw each other as enemies. We didn't choose love, and we were on the end of ourselves without a lifeline. After coming to be a part of this so caring family, we gained our hope again. We learned how to act in human spirit and not blame shift as we worked together to solve the issues at hand. But it was different this time because it was in a light of hope. We no longer viewed each other as the enemy. We started to take full responsibility for how we showed up in our relationship. We now mean more to each other than we ever did in the beginning. I learned how to storm in a way that provides me with safety and love from my king. The joy that I once had is actually coming back, which is really awesome for me. Learning how to be in my feminine, how to voice my opinion in a safe way. And I'm allowing myself to just be in the moment and just live and absorb what's coming to me and process. I know I can dance in the storm because our problems are not what defines us. Our marriage will flourish because we no longer blame, criticize, or take each other for granted. Our marriage is everlasting because we chose, and we still choose, to live life energy rich. Life is a choice, whether the tongue chooses to speak life or death. We choose life to bring us overflowing energy. We are here today because we worked it out yesterday. We didn't get where we are because we remained stagnant. No, we treaded the troubled waters and did the work and daily so that we can see ourselves in a new light, shining bright like a diamond. We are so very grateful for warriors and queens to give us a chance to show up and show out so that others can see our beauty from ashes. And I have a scripture. It's Luke 2:10. It says, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people."
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, Brandon and Stephanie, thank you so much. We're just gonna because we see you go into a whole nother level in your relationship. And one thing I will share that I so appreciate and admire about both of you is we saw you in the beginning, but then we also see how you guys are incorporating what you're learning in real life situations with each other, with your kids, with your coworkers. And you guys have a special gift of being able to share that in a way that it makes it real, which inspires Yvette and I, like, yes, they're getting it. Oh my God, look how he did this and then she did that. And then boom, look at the difference that it made and how you guys are able to share that in real life with not just us, but with our community makes it so real on what's possible. Now I'm gonna give you guys the pitfall, okay? This is the pitfall you want to avoid. As much progress as you guys have made, you want to avoid the arrival syndrome. The arrival syndrome is now you think, okay, I got it. I don't need to grow anymore. I got it. Because the moment you get comfortable and you're not growing, the opposite of growth is dying. It is nature's law. It's God's law. So you're either growing or dying. So you guys got a massive fire hose taste of growth in the relationship space, in communication, in healing space. And what you want to do is just take a book out of Yvette and I page. Always, always, always have your student hat on, no matter who you're interacting with. Whether it's somebody that you perceive being above you or below you, never put anybody in a pit, but never put them in a pedestal. Always be open to learning and growing, because if you take on that consciousness, you'll never have that arrival syndrome, which will help you guys to be better for yourselves and better for each other and better for your children.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
If I can just share just real quick.
And Brandon, I think, had a little bit more to share, right?
Yeah. Quick. So yeah, everything that she was talking about. One thing I'll add, for her response to our conflicts was like she talked about that sound of silence, and that a silent monster, I think is what we call it or whatever. For me, if you watched in the video, Dave talking about or mentioning the guy who's like the false masculine or the over masculine and has to get loud in order to feel in control. That was me. Keyword was, not anymore. That's not who I am anymore. But this is a blog I wrote called Before and Ever After. Before Warriors and Queens, Stephanie and I were struggling in our relationship. That's an understatement. It felt almost like once a week in our marriage, it was on an OR table with someone shouting clear, trying to keep it from flatlining. Now, we had gone to several, both online and in-person counselors, Christian counselors, everything like that. Nothing was working. I was reaching out to find all sorts of blogs and podcasts and stuff like that to try and, become a better husband. We just felt lost. And I felt like we were constantly having to, like I said, revive the marriage once again. And we were on the same team. We had very little passion, hardly any partnership, and swap polarity, meaning she was walking in her masculine, I was walking in my feminine a lot. Before, I was a weak and wounded man who coal mined my queen and my daughters. I diminished their light and their joy that exuded from my wife with my words, my lack of presence, and causing her to feel unseen, unheard, and neglected. We've been involved with Warriors and Queens through Unshakable Life Mastery, the program, same program that you're involved with now. Congratulations again. Just since May this year, late May, so like 4.5, 5 months. In just a few short months of Zoom calls, fellowship, watching modules, and applying them to our lives, our marriage has changed for the better dramatically. Then the biggest shot of adrenaline was just at the weekend, the Warriors and Queens 2025. They just showed you where we got to meet the absolutely amazing couple, Dave and Yvette Yaloa, along with their wonderful servant leadership team, and most of our friends we've made in the past few months of deep connections via Zoom calls and breakout rooms. This weekend has enhanced and completely reset my wife and I's marriage. We've never felt so connected in unity, purpose, and I'm already stepping up to the plate, being a warrior instead of a wimp, by implementing drastic lifestyle changes, starting with our nutritional habits and the way we spend our time, including going to work out and eating healthy and everything like that.
Yes.
And the last thing I'm going to leave y'all with is this. You just invested a large amount of money to be here. Okay? Go full out. Go full out. Because why would you waste it? You want a return on that investment. So go full out. Every meeting that you can be, they'll allow you to come to, come. Every conference that you can go to it. Every Zoom meeting, be active in the Telegram chat, be active in your accountability groups and everything like that, because that's all we did. We're just a product of a great system that was put in place by Dave and Yvette and their leadership team. That's it. It's not Brandon and Stephanie. No, God is not a respecter of persons. If we can do this, if we can go from literally 4.5 months to fighting where our fights would last like 3 to 4 days at a time, to literally in just a couple months, even within 90 days of starting the program, we started to see drastic changes. And it's all about what you put in is what you'll get out of it. And what you reveal in taking off your mask and being vulnerable and just sharing like your heart's on your sleeve, that's what will heal inside of you. So I'm just going to challenge you guys to just go all out and burn the bridges. Don't be like, well, we'll give it the old college try. No. For us, there was no college try. Like, you have to understand, I was desperate to save our marriage. And I actually, Dave and Yvette will tell you, I was skeptical, super skeptical, much more skeptical, if you will, because I had dragged her through counseling and through all these, marriage retreats that we had gone to and everything like that. And she was never excited about it. I was excited about it. And she wasn't, and that's okay. But then she, came and dropped this in my lap. She's like, hey, by the way, this is 2 days from now. We're doing this 2-day event and everything. And the whole thing almost blew up. But thankfully, I didn't let my pride get in the way, because she led us here. And now, we're giving our testimony. Like, what? Pinch me. How is this possible? 4.5 months? Ow, I didn't mean really. But anyway, just go all out. That's all I got to say.